Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nick, and today we're going to be talking about intermittent fasting. We're going to dive right into today's video. We're going to be covering three main points on today's topic. It's going to be, what is intermittent fasting? How does it work? Next will be, how does it affect my own personal weight loss? And lastly will be, how can you start to implement intermittent fasting in your own daily routine? So let's get it. All right, guys. So we're going to dive right into this video. Intermittent fasting is when you only eat for a short period of time. Let's just call that 8 hours today, and for the purpose of the video, and then you fast for the rest of the time that's in that day, which in this case, if you're eating for 8, that means you have a 16-hour window of fasting. So the reason that intermittent fasting has such a dramatic effect on weight loss, in my opinion, is because it gives you an extended, more additional amount of time to effectively burn the calories that you're putting into your body, that otherwise, if you weren't fasting, you would basically just start kind of putting the rest of these calories the next day onto the calories that you haven't already burned from the day previous. So that's kind of how it works. That's what it is. And for me, the first time I ever heard about it was from a gentleman named Greg Gallagher. He's got a channel called Kino Body, and I also heard it from the Hodge twins on Twins TV. And I will put a link in the description to both of their channels and the video that I originally had saw in regards to intermittent fasting. For me, the very first week was probably the hardest. I had a really difficult time sticking to it. I didn't cheat, but I for sure was craving like some wangs or some wangs. That is like my favorite food that I can't eat too much of anymore. But with that being said, after the first week, I didn't see too many cravings. Every once in a while, if I didn't eat all my calories the day before, then I definitely was a little more hungry than I was, or that I would be had I ate all of my calories the day before. So that was one thing. The other part was I found it to be really easy to integrate it with my schedule. I get to work at 9, I have a morning rush at work, and then I also have like a lunchtime rush. And then after lunchtime, there's not really anybody coming in to see me. So that's where I get to start my first meal at about 3 o'clock. I stop eating at 8 o'clock. And then I have the rest of those 24 hours to effectively burn my calories off. So with all that being said, I don't really have anything bad to say about intermittent fasting. If I had to pick just one, I guess I would say that if you are not good at meal prepping, or if you are one of those people where you can really just like, today I just can't take a lunch. I gotta finish working. If you're one of those people, it's going to be kind of hard to make sure that you get all your calories in, because if you're going to be skipping lunch, or if you're not sure you can take the time to, just throw a couple, a meal back or whatever while you're at work, then intermittent fasting is going to be a little more difficult for you. I wouldn't say to not try it. I think everybody should try it. And I think everybody has what it takes to make it a successful thing for them. But those few things can kind of throw you for a loop. So the last portion of this video is going to be about how can you guys start to implement intermittent fasting into your own life. So I would say, number one, make sure you guys are giving yourself the ample amount of time to get all of your meals and calories in. It's very important that you guys don't try to just right off the bat, I'm gonna be super savage with it, and I'm gonna only eat for 4 hours, and I'm gonna fast for 20. I promise you, I don't think that you can't do it. I just know that it's really difficult. And if you're trying something new, you don't always want to make it as hard as possible. Sometimes it's just a little bit better if you start off slow. So give yourself an 8-hour eating window, fast for 16, do it for a week, just get your body used to it. And then if you feel like you need to, cut your time down a little bit more, and as you get better with your meal prepping and planning and stuff like that, you can shorten the window of time that you're giving yourself to eat. So the second part is going to kind of ties in with the first one, but it's really just making sure that you're getting all your calories in. You don't want to be super hungry, the next day waiting for your meal to come, because if you do that, you're going to be super starving. And then on top of that, when you go to eat, you're going to low-key, you're not even going to want to eat that meal prep that you made. You're going to want to eat some KFC, some Popeyes chicken sandwich, whatever, because it's just how your body kind of works. You want the easiest calories possible. So make sure you guys are giving your body everything that it needs the day prior. You know, that way you're setting yourself up for success for the following day. The last part is going to be just make sure that you guys have someone in your life that is able to kind of help push you and keep you accountable. Because you know what, guys, we're not in high school, we're not in middle school no more. You know, your mama don't work here. Like, it is on you. If you're gonna succeed at this, it's gonna be because you made yourself succeed. But I can say that having somebody behind you to push you and encourage you and motivate you when you don't have it, or when you want to cheat on your meals, makes a huge difference. So with that being said, I will conclude this video by saying that I hope that you guys learned a little bit from this video today, and I hope to be able to continue to create content that you want to hear. And I cannot wait to talk to you guys again. I'm trying to make videos every day, if not every other day. I started using a new software to edit videos, so I'm not that great at it yet. So it's taking a little bit longer than I would normally like. But I hope that you guys have a good rest of your night. Pardon my dog because he's very rude. Other than that, bye-bye.